Do you like cars? Do you like collecting things? If you answered yes to either of those questions, it sounds like you should start a model car collection. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. Your first step is to decide which scale of models you'd like to collect. The scale is simply the size of the model in relation to the vehicle it's modeled after in real life. The main scales that exist are 164, 143, 132, 124, and 118. For the purposes of this video, we'll be focusing on scale 118. Now that you've decided which scale of models you'd like to collect, let's take a moment to talk about your options to store and display your collection. There are a few different places where you can put your models. For example, you could put them on a shelf like this one. You could also put some on top of a dresser like this one I have here. If you have enough room, you can even put some of your models on top of your TV stand or your entertainment center, like I've done right here. Now that you've decided where you'll put your models, let's learn a bit about the different kinds of models you can buy. Let's start by talking about lower-end models. These are usually made by companies like Maisto, Brago, and Motomax. They usually cost no more than $50 and can be found on websites like Amazon and at stores like Costco, Sam's Club, and more recently, Walmart. You can also find older lower-end models online at places like eBay and at stores like flea markets and antique stores. So if you have one nearby, why not going and having a look? The next tier of models that we'll talk about are the mid-range models. These usually cost between $50 and $100 and are usually made by companies like Auto World and Shelby Collectibles. Now, these models, in particular, in my opinion, offer a surprisingly impressive level of detail and intricacy considering their less than 3-digit price. You can usually find these online at places like Amazon and eBay. The last group of models that we'll talk about are the high-end ones. These are usually made by companies like Mini Champs, Kyosho, and Auto Art. They usually cost more than $100, often costing hundreds of dollars. And that may seem expensive, but once you've seen up close the level of detail that these models can have, it'll be worth it. Again, you can usually find these models online at places like Amazon and eBay. In my opinion, you should start your collection with the lower end models. As your collection grows, you'll find it easier to justify purchasing mid-range and higher end models. Now that I've given you all these tips, you're ready to start your collection. Thanks for watching this video, and happy collecting.